transformational leadership within the community would be to recognize and to address like significant challenges that are in demand for like nonprofits and for people in the community to address those with the resources that we have around us and the resources that are out in other communities and other counties. To also recognize political boundaries and then the different departments of those political boundaries, to when those resources are limited or when they're needed by other individual agencies. Let's see. I don't know, to use leverage and then to use collaboration. So other people and other agencies are working on an individual level, a more even playing field. One thing we really wanted to hit on was to look at a positive side of something that'll come out of like working on a project, instead of all the negative problems that are addressed, and what positive things can come out of working on this concern. So the more positive we can be about this, probably the more capable we are of addressing it and developing a final product. And I guess my last point would be to raise the level of public disclosure, which would be trying to make the public more aware of what the issues are and also what their input would be on the specific issue. That's pretty much all I have to add.
Anybody else from this group want to add anything to cover everything for you?
Well, I think this came up at the end, so we don't actually have a note about it, but the notion of, or the question of, does transformational leadership happen in the face of challenge, such that now that the resources available and the demands upon a system are so skewed that you need transformational leadership to move to the next place, or is it that transformational leadership comes in because a new vision, almost regardless of the status quo, is now politically part of the wave that's happening, and it actually isn't that it has to be either or. At least that's kind of where we got to the conversation, is that it can be a mixture of both, or it just may depend on whether there's actually something that's forcing a need for transformational leadership, or there simply is a new set of players who are in charge and are going to manifest their vision because they've been elected to office or otherwise have been put in a position of authority. And so that then gets to this those two last points on there of ensuring a fair process and raising the level of public discourse was something that would tie into that. If they're trying to manifest a new vision for where a community should go, and having a fair process so that everyone at least feels heard, and not that necessarily their preferred outcome is what happens, but that the process is at least there for them to engage. That's a key part of some transformational leadership in a government sense.